So, let's talk about Dangote. Does he really deserve praise? And why should those who sabotage production be in governance? Well, we actually have a habit of criticizing the very people who attempt to fix the biggest problems we have. See, few stories capture this contradiction better than the journey of Aliko Dangote and the Dangote refinery. You see, when a man like Dangote committed $20 billion of private capital to build Africa's biggest single train refinery in Lekki, many doubted him. So many people mocked the ambition. I was part of them. Others quietly hoped it will fail. Yet, this refinery, 650,000 barrels per day, was built to solve a national embarrassment. A crude oil producing country importing nearly all its refined fuel. But building that refinery was only half of the battle. The real battle began with regulatory headwinds, from shifting good flows to licensing delays and public narratives that seem to favor importation of fuel over local refinery. You see, Dangote refinery faced resistance that went far beyond normal oversight. You see, at critical moment, it felt as though the system was more comfortable protecting import dependency than supporting local production. The tension eventually spilled into the public space, culminating this week the exit of Farouk Ahmed, following the prolonged standard between the regulator, him, and Dangote refinery. You see, Farouk's resignation is not all about one man stepping aside. It is symbolic. It exposes a deep and more dangerous issue in Nigerian governance structure, placing people in position of power who do not believe in local value creation. See, let's be clear here. Regulation per se is meant to enable growth, not compete with it. It is meant to protect the national interest, not import cartels. It is meant to support production, not quietly frustrate it. You see, production over consumption. When a Nigerian investor builds a global scale, be it cement, be it sugar, fertilizer, salt, logistics, energy, and employs over 30,000 Nigerians directly or indirectly, and tens of thousands indirectly anyway, the response of the state should be to align, not to antagonize. You see, the Dangote group today spans across Dangote Cement, Dangote Sugar Refinery, NASCON Allied Industries, Dangote Fertilizer, Dangote Oil and Gas, that's the refinery, Dangote Pasta, Dansa Foods, Dangote Transport, AgroSax Manufacturing, and many more, and many more. Some of them he may have liquidated or something, but these are the industries that this man has started in this country. They are not just paper in companies. They are factories, plants, trucks, ports, payrolls spread across Nigeria. So the question we must ask is simple. Who benefits when local production is sabotaged? One, anyone who prefers importation to production, anyone who sees Nigerians' factories as threat, anyone who is more comfortable signing import permit than enabling local manufacturing and production. That person has no business sitting near governors. You see, the love of Nigeria is not a rhetoric. You have to position yourself and show that you really love Nigeria. You cannot be anti-production and pro-progress. It doesn't work. You cannot frustrate investors and expect job. You cannot sabotage builders and still claim patriotism. No, it doesn't work. You see, Dangote's fight was never about fuel pricing or refinery access. It has a bigger national question. Should Nigeria produce what is consumed, or should we remain permanently dependent? If you stand on the wrong side of that question, the honorable thing to do is to step aside. Nations, US, all the nations of the world grow when government and producers pull in the same direction. Look at China today, leading in industrialization. When regulators fight builders, the country bleeds through unemployment, through inflation, through pressure, and lost dignity. It is time we learn our lessons clearly. We need to praise the builders instead of condemn them. We need to protect production instead of destroy it. You need to remove saboteurs disguised as regulators, because countries that punish those who build eventually run out of builders. Dangote could have taken his money to anywhere in the world and invest, and he would have had returns. But he believed in Nigeria. And what most of us we should do, instead of looking at it as being monopolistic, he does not stop anybody who is investing in refinery or anybody to invest. Kindly support our local production. Thank you.